So in 1796, George Washington set a important precedent. He was tired. He had served his entire life our country, and he realized it was time for him to step down. The people loved him and wanted him to stay being president, but he wanted this country to be more than about just him. He wanted to be about the ideas that are behind the country, and so he thought it was the right time for someone else to take over and become president. On his farewell speech, he warned the country about the possible problems that political division and political parties could cause. He wanted the country to be strong and together and unified. However, as soon as he retired, the country became divided into political parties and has been ever since. The second president will be John Adams. He'll win a hard-fought election with the first political parties involved. John Adams is part of the Federalist Party, who are basically following the ideas of Alexander Hamilton. They wanted strong central government and industrial society, and they wanted the rich and educated to be in the powerful positions. On the other side was the other party, the followers of Thomas Jefferson, who wanted power to the common person, a rural society, as much freedom as possible, and strict construction, strictly following the Constitution. But in the end, in a close race, John Adams defeated Thomas Jefferson. The most important thing that happened during John Adams' presidency was the Xyz Affair. In an effort to make peace with France, he sent diplomats, or people that negotiate for the United States, to go to Paris, France, to meet with the French king. However, they were not allowed to meet with the king and not really allowed to meet with anyone of at an official level with France. They were belittled and were told that they must pay $250,000 to talk to anyone from France. When they returned home, they told John Adams of what had happened, and he shared it with Congress. In his address to Congress, he called the diplomats Agent X, Y, and Z, thus the name XYZ Affair. The people were outraged when they heard that France had disrespected us and demanded us a bribe and was not really treating us like a real country. Congress, members of Congress, and the general public were calling for war, that we needed to teach France how strong we are and that we're a real country and that we deserve respect. However, John Adams wisely kept the peace, kind of told everyone the downsides of war were more than the upsides. In 1798, John Adams and the other Federalists were frustrated because people were criticizing them in the media and talking bad about their ideas and the way they were running the country. So they tried to eliminate the freedom of speech and freedom of the press that we have in the First Amendment by passing the Alien and Sedition Act. It said you could not speak out against the government or publish things against us. This would have been a horrible, horrible thing, as this is the start. If you take away the freedom of speech and the freedom of the press, you're headed towards a society where the people have no power and control, and the government's power is out of control. Luckily, the people rose up and fought against it. Henry Clay passed the Kentucky and Virginia resolutions, which said that the Alien and Sedition Acts did not follow the Constitution, and they would not be able to interfere with the state laws and the freedoms of the states. Luckily, the American people rose up against the Federalists and John Adams, and were able to reverse this law eventually. And John Adams was only a one-term president because he was unpopular for trying to take too much power with this Alien and Sedition Act. That will lead to the rise of Thomas Jefferson, which we will talk about next time. But thank you for your attention. I hope this was helpful.